It just takes seconds for someone to open your door and to get inside your car. Police say most stolen guns are found inside the console or underneath the seat of the car. Music City is counting down the days to the NFL draft, but preparations have hit a speed bump as thousands are complaining about how these cherry trees are going to be removed from the city, sacrificing its beauty. Concern in Clarksville recently after a series of car break-ins and thefts. Police are saying that the thieves are working in teams and they're doing so very quietly. So when they're done, they're just grabbing the door and pushing it and then popping it closed. It was an emotional night as family and friends gathered to remember Daniel Hambrick's life, and they vowed to pursue justice for his death. Every week since 2006, Sharon has rolled her trash can to the curbside to be picked up. But starting next week, Public Works says it's no longer their responsibility. Adaptive reuse of old buildings seems to be the theme of development here in the Nations. This old warehouse is being turned into Nashville's first marketplace. Head Showprint is celebrating 140 years downtown on the streets today, and they rented heavy-duty equipment because when you're celebrating 140 years, you want it to be big. Law enforcement officers are going to be carrying around 500 cases of this Narcan nasal spray this weekend at Bonnaroo. This is going to help reverse the effects of an overdose. Just a few years ago, Nashville Lumber Company was one of the only businesses on this street. And next to it, right over there, that vacant building. But it's not going to be that way for much longer. The Tennessee Wildlife Agency has noticed a decline in the snake population over the past decade. A snake fungal disease is wiping out all the snakes in Middle Tennessee, forcing them to become endangered. Scammers are always thinking of creative ways to take your money. One East Nashville restaurant came across a new way scammers are trying to get a hold of your personal information. Just a few weeks ago, Mayor David Briley said he wanted scooters out of Nashville, but a new agreement has been reached to keep them, but at half their numbers. Day 2 of CMA Fest is off to a rainy start, but that hasn't affected most fans. People have come from all over the country, and they're gonna get their fix of country music, rain or shine. If you're not only a fan, but also an aspiring artist, you have your shot to become a star with the 60-second spotlight. Emergency crews say with each passing day, their main concern, time, because with the flow of the water, it is expanding their search area. As of today, Cycle Bar is the only one open to the public. The rest of these will be open in the fall. For a full list of tenants, head to WSMV.com. In Nashville, I'm Mary Frances Hoots, News 4. Just a few weeks ago, Mayor David Briley said he wanted scooters out of Nashville, but a new agreement has been reached to keep them, but at half their numbers. A call for change in the streets of Music City. City leaders say they must be safer for bikers and riders.
If you are trying to safely use a non-car mode to get around this city to you, good luck.
People who already bike in Nashville feel more people would join in if there were safe travel options.
And if people feel safe and comfortable riding their bikes to work, that could be a really good outlet.
Larry Cranch lives in the Gulch and rides his bike to work every day, but says he wants to see the new bike lanes that have been proposed. Councilmember Freddie O'Connell agrees.
If they've said, let's keep scooters in Nashville, I'm saying, well, show me that you're serious about delivering the infrastructure that is going to be the only thing that makes it possible for them to work here, right?
People are riding scooters on sidewalks where they aren't supposed to be, but there are little alternatives when the city has 4 miles of protected lanes.
And when you get 2 lanes, two sets of cars going in both lanes, there's no room between the outside car and the curb, and it's very dangerous.
O'Connell says the best example of protected lanes is right beside the Music City Center. Now the challenge is expanding.
I'm trying to get my colleagues to make the same commitments to infrastructure that they've made to this new mode that they want to support.
Mayor Briley and his administration have held meetings to discuss this project. However, they need more input from the community before moving forward with a decision. In Nashville, I'm Mary Frances Hoots, News 4. Adaptive reuse of old buildings seems to be the theme of development here in the Nations. This old warehouse is being turned into Nashville's first marketplace.
I believe LNL Market is going to put the community together here. I think it's going to be a center for all the neighborhood here.
Located off Charlotte Avenue, L&L Market is looking to establish itself as the new hotspot in West Nashville. The old warehouse is being modernized into a multi-use facility with dozens of local businesses. The idea was inspired by the factory in Franklin.
You go to other cities and they have these really neat marketplaces where people come and gather, and they come multiple times a day, and the tenant mix has a little bit of everything for everybody, and that's what it's been missing in Nashville.
L&L Market is listening to the locals and doing away with the chains and bringing a variety of homegrown businesses and making it feel like a little getaway from the busy downtown area, even though it's just 7 minutes away.
This means a lot to this area. People can come here and spend the day. They can stroll around and just kind of explore, or they can come to one of the destinations and end up stumbling upon so many new shops or restaurants or other things that they've never seen before in other areas of town.
This marketplace will have fitness activities, community events, and farmers markets. Some Nashville favorites coming to the area are Five Daughters Bakery and Amelia's Flower Shop.
We're just really excited to get everybody open and really provide what we call a hub for West Nashville.
As of today, Cycle Bar is the only one open to the public. The rest of these will be open in the fall. For a full list of tenants, head to WSMV.com. In Nashville, I'm Mary Frances Hoots, News 4.